What's up, everybody? My name is Ernest. This is the dude, Jay. We're here talking to Bears today because right now there's a bit of a controversy in the second city. You got people saying that Josh McCown should be the Bears' starting quarterback. I, and along with smart-minded people, think that you should stop being ridiculous and get Jay Cutler his due to be the man, QB1. Jay, I'm going to let you start. Why do you think, in your mind, that Josh McCown should be the starter for the Bears?
Honestly, I think he's proven himself so far. Mm-hmm. He's 2-0 as a starter. He's thrown 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. And to be honest, like, him taking care of the ball is spread throughout the whole offense.
Okay, well, cool. I agree. No interceptions, that's great. But what are you talking about? Jay Cutler is the best quarterback that the Bears have ever had. It's not even me being hyperbole. It's just for real. So how can you even say you can't take him? I take him at 69% before I take Josh McCown at 100, and that's real.
You're being ridiculous now. Okay. You are being totally ridiculous. Okay. What happened in that Detroit game when he came back? 69%.
Okay.
The Bears lost.
Yeah, that's true. My question is, so, he's 2-0 as a starter, Josh McCown, right? So that Green Bay game, Aaron Rodgers doesn't get hurt. What's the final score of that game?
Listen, man, I'm not going to talk about what if this person doesn't get injured, if this person doesn't get injured.
You got hardcore stats or something?
But at the end of the day, I'll tell you this. McCown has performed.
Mm-hmm.
He's been great.
Okay.
He's got a quarterback rating of 100.0.
Okay.
That is better than Tony Romo.
Oh, okay.
Better than Phillip Rivers.
Okay.
Almost as good as Russell Wilson.
Okay.
Nearly as good as Drew Brees. Mm. And though not on the season, through the past 4 games, that's almost as good as Peyton Manning.
You're going to sit here and look me in the face, look all these people in the face and say that Josh McCown is performing on a level akin to Peyton Manning.
I'm going to say that through the past 4 games, his stats prove it.
You are high on dope. You're high on dope. Just dope.
I'll say this. Peyton Manning's got 104 quarterback rating through the past 4 games.
Okay.
Josh McCown has 100. That's pretty darn close.
Are you kidding me? Okay, so that's basically saying that if Peyton Manning... You know what? No, I'm not even going on to that because that's ridiculous. My piece is this. You got the best quarterback the Bears have ever seen, right? You got a contract year. You know he's going to get back on the field and ball out. I agree with you. The turnovers have definitely decreased, and I'm with that. But I think that's more or less the case. People actually not fumbling, not giving up dumb plays and trying to overextend coverages and that kind of stuff. My piece is Jay Cutler is the number 1. He should be the number 1. If we could give him the number 1.7, give him that. I don't care. Give him a gold jersey. The man is the man is the man is the man. Let him start.
Listen, at the end of the day, McCown's hot right now.
Okay.
If he wins this game against the Rams, a very formidable defense.
I agree with that.
They're not great. They're not horrible.
They're a sleeper. They're
a very sleeper team.
Yeah.
If he wins this game, he definitely can start that Minnesota game. I'm telling you right now, Minnesota has one of the worst defenses in the league.
True.
That's a very winnable game.
Yeah.
And over the next 2 games, we're really going to see what kind of quarterback he can become.
Okay.
And if he proves himself through these next 2 games, ride him until he's not hot anymore.
You know what, though? That philosophy of riding somebody till they're hot, there's so many examples in the past of, this one quarterback came in and had 3 good games and, nothing showed of it. Think back to the Super Bowl season. You had friggin' Jim Miller and those kind of guys coming through winning games, and it was like, and then Rex Grossman comes back in, and it's like, never mind. So I think it's a situation where I understand riding the hot hand is cool, but don't fall in love with these flashes in the pan type situations, And I think anybody who does that is being naive, my dude.
I will say this. I'm not going to compare him to some of the quarterbacks that I'm about to list off.
Okay.
But you talk about people like Colin Kaepernick. Came in for an injury like Alex Smith. And then you go back into the 2000s and the 90s. You talk about like Drew Bledsoe getting hurt, Tom Brady comes in.
Okay.
He's not Tom Brady.
Okay.
Okay. You talk about Kurt Warner get hurt, Mark Bulger comes in.
Okay.
They go to the Super Bowl the following year.
Yeah.
You talk about, of all people, Jeff Blake getting hurt for the Saints, my New Orleans Saints. And you have Aaron Brooks come in, leads us to a 10-6 record, and brings us to the NFC Championship game where we ended up losing.
To who?
To
who? It don't matter. My piece is this. The Chicago Bears are in the best spot they've ever been in terms of the quarterback situation. It's a contract year. Re-sign that man. Give him his money and give him his respect. Start that man. If he only got one leg, drag him out on the field and let him make it rain on people. We got Brandon Marshall. The team is unstoppable right now. And by that, I mean they are very stoppable, but they could get it done for the playoff push. So I need you to get on the board, baby. Like, believe.
I'm jumping off the ship, man. Okay. I'm off the ship. I can't take that no more.
Well, you know what? That's fine. We can agree to disagree. This ain't college football. It would have been some punches thrown if it was college football. But, folks, you might feel more passionately than us about the subject at hand. Are you on Team McCown, or is it cut if you butt? You know what I'm saying? Let us know in the comments. You know, send something on Facebook. Yell at him. Get your uncle involved. We don't care. We want to know, though. Engage with us. We'll see you next time.
So I just threw out a bunch of stats. So we're going to toss it to our stat guy, RedEye sports editor, Chris Sosa. Chris?
All right, guys, just got to point out right quick that Jim Miller was not on the 2006 Bears team. You might have been thinking of Brian Griese. You might have been thinking of Kyle Orton, who had a lot of playing time that year, I believe. Rex Grossman, of course, was the guy who led them into the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. And as for your 2000 New Orleans Saints, they lost to the Minnesota Vikings, maybe the purple and gold, and they should have given you a little bit of a tip-off. But, yeah, Randy Moss, took them to town that day, and that's why the Saints didn't get to the Super Bowl.